Hey there. Hey there. Good morning. Well, it's good afternoon now. Good afternoon, everybody. Where you at? Where you from? I got some exciting discussion topics to talk about today. I am going to drop the link about this topic into the chat so that after we're all done, if you wanted to go and read up a little bit more about this, you can. Who has heard about the young lady who was running in an illegal training center, healthcare training center in Florida? Anybody hear about this? This is bad, y'all. I'm talking about bad, bad. um, so when I get done, I will put the link in the to the blog. We wrote a blog article about it. So if you like blogs, I'm going to put a link to that in the chat also. But welcome everyone who's here. Please let me know where you are from. I want to see who I'm interacting with today because I like for our sessions to be interactive, please. So where you guys from? Where you at? All right, so to talk about this topic, it's an unlicensed healthcare provider in the state of Florida who decided that she was going to run a healthcare training institution. Now, this healthcare training institution offered the following classes. They offered home health aid, medical assistant, phlebotomy, CNA, and the practical nursing program. This school erected back in, I think they were open just for a year, not even a year, and they were busted because of the LPN program. That's how they got busted. Hey there from Fort Lauderdale, Miami. Awesome. Thanks for joining. Now, let's talk about the two types of CNA programs you can have in Florida and how this possibly how all this started. Okay? Because I don't think people recognize or realize that in the state of Florida, there are actually two types of nurse aid training programs. There is a nurse aid training program that is approved by the Board of Nursing, as well as the CIE. And then there is a program that is called a prep school. A program that's called a prep school. And the prep school does not have to have any type of approval. So granted, in Florida, you may not have to have a license to operate a CNA school because you can run a program that is a prep school. However, that has nothing to do with the other programs that this young lady was running, such as the LPN program, the medical assistant program, the phlebotomy program, and the home health aid program, okay? Now, one may say, Victoria, how can a person operate an illegal program? Like, how did she even get away with that? Okay, I'm gonna tell you how they get away with it. So, as we know, anyone can go and rent a business space, right? You can rent one, I can rent one, anyone can rent one. They necessarily can't tell you what to do inside of that space that you're renting. You can do pretty much whatever you want to do until you get caught. And that's the thing. Until you get caught. This young lady ended up getting caught. So you could essentially open up a business, operate the business, and start doing things in there you have no business until somebody snitches. Now, when somebody snitches, that's what causes people to come and take a look and see what's going on and get a feel for whether or not you're doing something illegal. And that's how this young lady got caught. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about this. Let's talk about it. So the article says the following, y'all. A young lady by the name of Michelle Renee Wines. I got somebody from Hawaii. Hey, girl. She's a true hustler. Honey, you ain't heard nothing. Wait till you hear the story. Okay. So Michelle Renee Wines, formerly known as Michelle Hudson. And let me tell you, let's just stop there. So she changed her name because she got busted, y'all, and she thought she was going to evade this situation. So we found while we were doing our research that her name was actually Michelle Hudson. But when she got wind that she was being investigated, she changed her name and then tried to open a whole new school in another city to do it all over again. Like, you just about to get busted and you gonna just try to change who you are and then do it again all over again? Anyway, so she defrauded 37 people out of almost $100,000. Now, this woman is 33 years old. She was an unlicensed healthcare provider, meaning she used to be a CNA. And she never went and got like her recertification for her CNA certification. So she, was once CNA and then never went back and got recertified. That's why they're calling her an unlicensed care personnel. The name of her school was Grace Medical Training Center. That's funny because the client I just spoke with today, I have sessions where I help people like start their CNA schools, and we have one-on-one sessions. And I just had a one-on-one session with somebody who said they wanted to name their school Grace Medical. That's funny. Anyway, Grace Medical Training Center was an illegal medical training center located in Vero Beach, Florida. And guess what, y'all? She was representing herself as a nurse. Not only was she representing herself as a nurse, y'all, she was teaching these courses. Now, anyone who has a CNA school knows that it is actually against the law for anyone other than a anyone other than a RN in most states and an LPN in some states to teach this course. Yes, y'all, she said she was a nurse. Someone said, I heard this, but I couldn't believe about it. Oh, you ain't heard nothing yet. We dug so deep into her background. She got about 5 or 6 different businesses that she done started, y'all, back to back to back. And I got some suspicions about those businesses. Now, I ain't spreading no rumors, but I got some suspicions about them. And I'm going to tell y'all about that at the end. Anyway, so records show case number 2022-1383. Told you we was digging. Shout out to Leslie Lawrence, y'all. Leslie Lawrence did the research for me on this. She's a LPN, very brilliant, very good with writing. She looked this up for me when I found out about it. She dug deep. And that's how we got all this information. So anyway, records show that Miss Weems, also known by her students as Miss C, okay, she used 2 of her friends who were RNs and put their names on the certificates that she was handing out to these students to tell them that they were certified in whatever, LPN, medical assistant, phlebotomy, all of that. Okay. Hold your mule. Let me go to my Facebook inbox. I think that's the lady that reached out to me. What? What you mean the lady that reached out to you? What'd she say? Life with Shayla, please let me know. This is getting juicier by the minute. I heard that school was impersonating a nurse. Yeah, this is a hot mess, y'all. By the way, I'm doing Find Out Fridays every Friday because you know what? I've been learning about some very interesting stuff, and I usually keep it to myself because I don't have time to share. But I was like, you know what? This is too good. People need to know about this, and it's going to help them with their businesses so they're not making similar mistakes rather. I would like to believe this was a mistake, but the more I dug into this, the more I realized she knew exactly what she was doing. She knew exactly what she was doing. Anyway, so back to this. She was putting the RNs on her certificates and signing it with their name and giving it out to the students to make it look like it was legit, y'all. And so you guys have to be careful. She was even inviting these nurses to her graduations to hand these certificates out. The nurses were doing it, thinking that they were just helping their friend do the graduation, not realizing, I guess, that they were on the certificates. I don't know if they weren't looking or if they thought they were just, I don't know what the hell they thought they were signing off on or doing. It says that she was signing it. It says the friends stated, Police Sheriff David Curry stated that the friends thought they were under the impression that they were volunteering for a pinning ceremony and had no idea that their names were actually listed as faculty on the certificates. They claim it was against their consent. She said they had a full-blown operation. They knew they lying. don't know. Y'all said y'all think they was in on it. Y'all think the RN was in on it. I mean, who gives their certificate? Who gives their nursing license? Who gives all their information? That is sus. But that's what the nurses said. Okay. This school was operating for 10 months. Uh-oh. I don't know who calling me. Okay. This was operating for 10 months. The students filed one by one, paying to hope that this person was going to give them a better future, y'all. The LPN program, which I told you is what busted them. The LPN program was $5,300. First of all, let's just stop there. If you think you're about to enroll in an LPN program and it's only $5,300, something going on. Okay, something ain't right there. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm getting over a cold. So you should already know, if the price seems like it's too good to be true, I promise you it is too good to be true. So that's what's going on there. Somebody said I blame the students too. Leave them babies alone. They ain't know. I hope they watching so that they can learn, I hope everyone's watching so you can learn how to not get busted. Because when I get done with this, not get busted, not get duped. Because after we get done with this, I'm going to show you guys how to make sure you're going to a school that is actually approved. And if you are out there looking to start a school, you need to make sure your school is actually approved. Yes, that is predatory behavior. I agree. Okay, so authorities began their investigation when the LPN students tried to register for their NCLEX. Okay, they went to register for their NCLEX, but they were told that you went to a school that was not accredited. So the students went back to her to basically confront her, like, what's going on? We're trying to get in. What's going on? And do you know, one of the students even said that she laughed in their face, like girl, it ain't got nothing to do with me. Again, this was all in the lawsuit. So there were multiple students, but one student said, you ain't about to get me. So only one of the students actually filed a lawsuit. Ooh, y'all got the juice. $5,000 for an LPN program. That is real suspect. Yes, it is. I just Googled it. This is crazy. I feel so bad for the students. Hey, Lakeisha, I'm not in the market for trouble, so I'm gonna do some research. Hey, Miss Cowan. So somebody said, I remember the lady, the LPN and the RN was the same amount. It was all online, and she also had one in Georgia. What? It was one in Georgia too. I don't think we found that. What about clinicals? That's what I'm trying to figure out. And where were clinicals happening? Who was taking them to clinicals? I'm telling y'all, if I can find this lady, I'm gonna try to find this lady and interview her. The lady who turned her in. So anyway, they were very frustrated. There were multiple reports that they had tried to get police to investigate, and police were not investigating it at first. So the lady closed the school down. And I think they got the FBI involved. And then that's when a real investigation went into play. They seized a lot of her documents, and they found that nearly 40 students actually paid for this program, y'all. 40 students. First of all, can we just stop? And I got questions. Where the hell she find these 40 students? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Where are you finding all these students? And that was just for her LPN program. We're not talking about her CNA, her medical assistant, her phlebotomy. She found 40 students for LPN program. And number two, how are you teaching all of these programs at one time? Like, girl, let me tell you something. Who said she was the ultimate hustler? Yes, she was the ultimate hustler. Hey, Tanzania to Africa. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that. I need to find out how they do CNAs in Africa. I'm not sure. Some of those students would take their NCLEX, and that's how they found out. Yeah, that's exactly how they found out, because they went to sit for the NCLEX. She said clinicals were going to be simulated because of COVID. Ooh, that was a good one. Welcome to Florida. There was a lady giving out home health certificates and CEUs and CPR, and then she got caught for giving them out. Oh yeah, I got a whole story about that. That's going to be next week. Remember, we doing Find Out Fridays every Friday at noon Eastern Standard Time, and that's actually one of the topics too. This lady, she had a school in Georgia. She inboxed me posting her school, the LPN student. Oh, so she was, okay, so Shayla. So y'all listen, Shayla said this lady was actually inboxing her Was she trying to get you to come to her school? Like she was trying to recruit you? Is that what was going on? Please, girl, are we friends on Facebook? I want to see it. Forward it to me. Cheap program students pay out of pocket, and she probably told them they didn't even need a high school diploma. Yeah, I'm sure. I would like to know where she found. I want to know where she found 40 students too. But if she's going around Facebook inboxing people, I'm telling you, I don't know how she had time to do all of this. Okay, so one of the people. Oh, let me back up. The police are currently exploring the possibility that she was actually trying to start up a second training center 35 miles away in St. Port Lucia, which was, she ain't smart. You only gonna go 35 miles away from your other school and try to start all over? One of the students who attended the school told the news, CBS 12, that over the summer, she had paid for the practical nurse program. And then the Florida Department of Education informed her that because her school was unlicensed, her school had to be shut down. She proceeded to file a criminal complaint to local authorities, letting them know what had happened. A spokeswoman for the Florida Department of Higher Education said the following. The Commission on Independent Education is currently working with the Board of Nursing regarding Grace medical training. They're doing an investigation. Now, here, I'm gonna stop here and say this. There are so many schools out there, y'all, that the Department of Higher Ed, unless they get reported, they can't keep up on who's running these illegal schools. That's how these illegal schools are operating. I'm telling you, anybody who's following me, CNA schools, healthcare training schools, phlebotomy schools, I eat, breathe, sleep it. It's not worth doing this illegal. It's just not. Please do it the right way. This woman is getting ready to catch a felony, y'all, because it was over $50,000. $50,000 has caused this to be a felony. Yeah, people, you got to do your research. The woman was finally arrested, y'all. This happened on October 18th. So the Miss Wimes, which was her new name because she changed her name, remember? She was arrested on October 18th and was charged with organized fraud. According to Florida Statute Chapter 817, Section 034, organized crime consists of the following. Any person who engages in a scheme to defraud and obtain property. If the property obtained has an aggregate value of more than $50,000 or more, it is considered a felony in the first degree, punishable by up to 30 years in prison, along with a $10,000 fine. Do y'all think this woman's still in jail? Who thinks she's still in jail? Because who thinks she's still in jail? Wimes posted a $30,000 bail and was released from the county jail. Her arraignment is going to be December 2nd at 8:45. Yes, y'all got it. She bonded out, baby. She knows somebody that knows somebody that got in that bank account with them students' money and got her butt up out of there. And she goes to court on December 2nd. According to Florida records, on October 20th, there is an active Florida limited liability company called Grace Medical Training, which was registered under Michelle Hudson, which was her previous name. And it has been active since March 2022. Now let's back up. I heard somebody say she was doing this, talking about it was during COVID. And so students were doing clinicals during COVID. The school wasn't even registered with the state back in 2020. She also had registered and dissolved multiple companies, including one called Shell's Home Care. And it was just reinstated in January. So who knows what she's doing with this home care organization. She also had a school called Jubilee, I think it was Jubilee Institute or Jubilee University that she was running. Who knows how many people she schemed from Jubilee? Because it's already been dissolved. Anybody heard of Jubilee? Hey, Shayla. Shayla said, I just checked my inbox messages and her profile picture is gone, but the message is still in my inbox. She was sick of me because I kept asking her too many questions. So her profile, her picture's gone, but it's her whole profile still there. And what was her name on social media? This is why it's so hard for good people to get help. Right. Right. Because you out here scheming and you ruining it for the rest of us. Hey, Tina from Arizona. Hey, Tina. Remember that kid in Florida who started a whole physician's practice pretending to be a doctor? Girl, you talking about Dr. Love. Yes, I remember that. And he got busted. And what did he do? He did it again too. I cannot for the life of me understand people who, like, you're doing illegal activity, you get busted, you're in the middle of still dealing with that bustation, and then you go and do it again. Like, what? She's plotting a whole new scheme. Yeah, she is. I know she is. I'm wondering, can I buy her supplies? You know what? I cannot with y'all. She's gonna need that for court fees. Yeah, y'all are crazy. She was in my inbox as Kenya Johnson. Wow. Okay. So here are things to know. Here are things to learn from this situation, y'all. Hey Holly, thanks for joining. You know what? So many of y'all just joined in and y'all missed it, but that's okay because y'all can come back and watch the replay. So here's what to learn from this situation. Always make sure that you are operating a approved program. The state of Florida don't play any games. If you are saying that you offer CNA programs or phlebotomy programs on your website, and let's just say you're getting your website built, it isn't launched. You're just building your website. When you submit your application, if they find that on the internet, because they will Google your school's name, and if they find anything on the internet for your school, you are in big trouble with them. I had a client who I was working with in Florida, and she knew that she was supposed to leave her website stagnant, right? Like she wasn't supposed to publish. It was supposed to be unpublished, but for some reason, whoever was making her website decided to hit the publish button. Well, in the process, I think they were like testing stuff. In the process, the Commission on Higher Education in Florida just happened to search for her school's name and they found it. And guess what they said? They wrote her a letter saying that your school cannot be approved. Your entire application is now on hold, and you have to prove to us that you have not been trying to operate underneath this school name. If we find that you have been operating under this school name, you are not able to open up an institution for however many months. I think it was like 12 to 36 months, blah, blah, blah. We had to actually get an attorney, y'all, to write a letter on behalf of this client to submit to the Commission on Higher Education to promise and prove that she was not trying to operate a CNA school. She was not trying to actually solicit students, and that the website was accidentally published. And all of this was a big misunderstanding. They would not even let us move forward with the application. And this poor client even missed her date for review. If you know anything about Florida, in order for you to get your school approved, you have to go before a commission. And she had to miss her commission date all over this. It's a big deal. Somebody said if you pay for them, then you might not receive them. You know what? And it just shows my message to her. She deleted her whole profile. Okay, yeah, because she knew she was busted. So who said the supply is fake? Y'all are crazy. Tina, stop. The accreditation is a no-no. They can't do that and they will get you. Yeah. Yep. So make sure that if I don't care what state you're in, if you're opening a school and you're interested in opening a school, do not say anywhere that it's coming soon or none of that. Don't do that. It's not worth it. Just wait until you get your approval letter and then click, the publish button, unless the state asks you. Like I have seen California has asked for people to publish their webpage when they're going through the application process. When they're reviewing it online. Y'all like my new glasses? I'm trying to get used to them. Okay, next. If you are aware of a school that is operating a training program and they do not have the proper approvals, please report them, y'all, because they are making it bad out here for all of us who are school owners. All of us who are school owners. So report them. And if you're not sure if they're approved or not, if you are in a state where the Department of Higher Education provides the approval, you can actually go to the Department of Higher Education, click on approved schools, and then look for it. Just because a person is on Google does not mean they are legit. Anybody can put their business on Google. Google is not in the business of going to make sure you're a legit business and seeing that you got your approvals and accreditations. That's not their business. So don't have a misconception of that. The Department of Education will have a list of all the approved schools, and not just the fact that the school is approved, but what courses they're approved to give. That is also very important. So make sure you're looking at the courses they are approved to administer. And then lastly, if you are still trying to find a CNA, if you're still trying to find a person to help you create a healthcare training school, The Secret Cocktail is here. That's what we do. We are not accepting new clients until January for our complete project management. However, you can be in our mentorship program whenever you choose, and you can come to our seminars. We have seminars every month. Right now, we are booked out until April for our seminars. So, and our seminars are state specific. So anyway, what do you guys think about this story? What do y'all think about this story? And if you guys have any topics that you want me to talk about on Find Out Fridays at noon, please send them to me. I already have Find Out Friday at noon already established for the next 4 weeks. So every noon, come to my YouTube channel, and I'm gonna let you find out what's really going on and what I think, what my take is on it, and how you can save and prevent yourself from being in the similar situation. I cannot wait until her court date, December 2nd. I wish I could be there. I really wish I could be there. That would be interesting to hear what she has to say for herself. This is a hot mess. And then let's just talk about all these poor students that spent all that money. Again, I don't know why they thought they can get LPN training for $5,000. But anyway, all these students that went through that poor training, what's going to happen to them? Do they get their money back? You know, if the court tells her to do restitution, how are they going to get their money back? It's just a sad situation. If you know, in Florida, they do have a fund where students can get their money back through the surety bond, student protection fund. I'm interested to know if those students are eligible for this fund, because that school was not approved. So if it's not approved, I wonder if they're eligible for that. I don't know. I should do my research on that. Somebody said the equipment is going to fall apart because it's probably duct taped again. Man, ain't no telling what kind of ghetto stuff she was doing, y'all. This is a mess. Yes, Roxanne, I'm here, baby. Whenever you're ready, email me, info, at thesecretcocktail.com. Email me. I do feel students. Okay, so her court date is February 2nd at 8:45, and she's in Vero Beach, Florida. Who in Vero Beach? Somebody going over there. Going over there and cover it for me and bring back the juice so I can talk about it. She probably done opened up another school, but no, Roxanne, somebody already said that they believe, now I don't know, I gotta look this up, they believe she already had a school in Georgia also, and she was already caught trying to open up a school in Port St. Lucia again when she realized she was under investigation with this school. So did you hear Ohio is going through a change? Hannah, tell me what kind of change. What kind of change do you mean? Anyway, any questions for me while I got y'all here? Any questions for me? I'm so excited about Find Out Fridays. It's gonna be fun. This is something fun, you know. All this proper. And today you're going to learn about blah 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 blah. I like being loose and having fun about stuff. And this was fun. Y'all made it fun. Thank you so much for joining me and making it fun, talking about duct tape and liquidations and bustations and and all of that stuff. Her school name is on the website as not active. Well, good. Okay, for those of you who say you need to book a call, please, you can book a call with me, Amy, Deja, anybody else on our team, because I think right now I'm booked out until December. So you can book with my team. Please be sure to, when you go to our website, thesecretcocktail.com, there's a link at the very top in the banner that says book now. You can just click that button and book a call, okay, at any time. And if you can't get me, you can get somebody from our team. They're happy to help you. Most of the, I think my team, they're usually very quick spots you can get in with them like the same week. Whereas me, because I have mentorship clients, it usually takes a little bit longer to get with me. So just know that. Any other questions before we end this live? This was good, y'all. I enjoyed. Any other questions? Okay, so make sure you guys look in the description box. I'll put links to, oh, that's what I was supposed to do. Sorry. I got to put a link to this. I'm going to put a link to this article we wrote. So we wrote an article on this topic. It is on our website. I just put the link to the article in the chat there. Actually, while I'm there, for those of you who are asking to book a call with me, I can just put the link right there for you to book the call. Because I know, life happens. You get off of here and then FedEx dropping off something at your door, and then you forgot that you were supposed to book a call with me, and you forgot what website I said. Life happens. So that is the link to our my booking link. How much we have free calls. So the 15-minute call is free. Everybody that's on here, please hit like right now. By the way, if you're on here, please hit like because this helps it go up in the algorithm when you hit like. I got 33 people on, so I need 33 likes. Thank you. And also, if you can subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to my website, I'm sorry, to my YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe because in January, I have a whole series of videos that are coming out about how I opened up Hero Institute. I'm here, by the way, y'all, at the school. So it'll be a whole series on how I picked the name, how much it cost me to open the school, what happened with my fire inspection. All of these things are good for you to know when it's ready for you, when it's time for you to open your school, okay? So it's going to be a whole bunch of great new information for all of you. And I hope that you'll find it helpful. Again, this new series will release in January. I have been filming for the past 3 months, y'all. This was a lot of filming. And so it'll all release in January and it'll release in every other week. Because in the middle weeks, I'll be doing these Find Out Fridays. Hey. Hey, Sade, thank you for joining. All right, not bus station. Yep, she busted. This is gonna be the bus station channel. I'm busting everybody on what they doing and what they ain't supposed to be doing. Y'all, I can't believe this lady. And then she tried to change her name. That's the part that's killing me. She tried to change her name like she was really trying to dodge this situation. So she a real deal criminal. I just really want to know what else she was doing that she didn't get caught on. And I want to know about Jubilee University. I wonder what else she was doing. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining. All 30 of you did not hit like I asked y'all to, but that's okay. I still love y'all anyway. Thank you, Iconic Voice. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. I'm gonna let you guys go because I only got like 15 minutes to eat lunch now before I get back online because today is the day that I meet clients online. So I'll be meeting people online all day until 4 o'clock today. Let me go get some lunch. Love y'all. Bye.